Page 152, Chord Etude. A 3-minute technique where we get to use the chords, the primary chords for the key of C. I'm also going to cover page 153 in this lesson too. Well, let's talk about the etude first. Technique hint, isn't this nice? Wrist gently lift, gracefully leading hand. Oh, isn't that delightful? All they're trying to tell you is we don't need any fast jerky motions. Otherwise, don't worry about it. So let's just go through and learn this, and I'll talk about the technique as we go through it. It's 1 page long, treble bass clef. No sharps or flats in the key signature when the key is C major. Make sure you can do the C major scale. It's important. 4/4 time signature. The left hand, all you're doing is you got a bunch of whole notes here. You got an F around the first one, and a G on the second one, and the third one, and a C on the last one, with a C at the end with an 8/8 under to just come down. Let's talk right hand. That's the thing we're working on. We got chords, these primary chords in the right hand, and all you're doing is you're playing the chord at different octaves. F chord or the 4 chord here. You got an 8/8 above it, and then back here. They say in the second measure, you 8/8 and then as written. Well, it's as written because the 8/8 went away. So you're here. And then you do the same thing on the second line of the C sus4. Remember the sus4? Yeah, C chord, you're just taking the middle note up one. You do it again. Third line is the 5/7 chord. Now, the C sus4 is not one of the primary chords. Just don't get confused here. They've stuck it in there because we've had it and you're okay, you can get it. But third line is the 5/7 chord, G7 chord. Okay, and the last one back to C chord again. So when you put the hands together, all you're doing is holding the left hand down. And this idea of here, hold it down for a full count. 1, 2. It comes up on beat 2, and during that you just lift up and move. Not real jerky or nothing, just lift up and move. Of course, you have to look at the piano for the keyboard for this, but you ought to memorize this piece pretty quickly. I mean, there's nothing to it. It's very repetitious. It's the same pattern in every line almost. It's just different chords. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lift means rest. Don't play anything. And then we go here. Right hand comes down. 2, 3, 4. 1. That's all we're doing. So you're lifting up and moving. As far as gracefully and all that junk, I'll leave that up to you. Now in that last measure at the bottom, because you're here, you don't get a rest on the left hand to come down here. So let's just alter the fingering a little bit, make it a little easier. We've had finger substitutions before, sort of, where I played the note in the last line. I play the C with a little finger. I'm holding it down all the way across. Well, in the last measure, I have to play the chord. While I'm holding this down, I'm going to put my thumb on that. While I'm holding it down, this way, all I got to do is just reach down. So that last line is this way. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, you can do the finger substitution at any time. I usually just wait right before I need it and I'll stick it in. Sometimes I'll do the finger substitution immediately because in most cases you need to do it immediately. But if not, you can do it whenever. As far as the articulation goes, you just play it. There's no real articulation given. You just play it. Make sure you hold the quarter notes down a full count though. Don't cheat them just because you're using the pedal. For the dynamics, they give you a swell up and back down on each one. So as you go up, soft, a little louder, a little loud. That's your target. That's the loudest part, and come back down, soft. The second line's you're up to moderately loud here, and you're going to go up to loud. And then loud on the third line. These lines are getting a little louder. You go up to very loud. Collapse your wrist on these. Don't stiffen up in there. You're just using a lot of weight. And then the last one is sort of soft. Staying there, you don't go louder. Now go down, soft, and the last note is very soft. So that chord in the right hand is soft, and then the note in the left hand is very soft. Yeah. The idea is to feel it going up. And again, this is something you can do with the scales. Get louder as you go up and softer as you go down. But then reverse it. Start loud and get soft as you go up. You got to be able to do either one, because you'll get it in music. And if you practiced it with the scale and you can do it, then when you get it in the music, you'll find you'll just be able to do it. As far as the pedal goes, it's pretty simple. You push the pedal down right after you play the note, and you lift the pedal up at the end of each line, or the end of the first 3 lines on beat 4. When the hands come up, the pedal comes up with them. So at the beginning, it's here, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. The dynamics probably won't come out in the video very well because my electronics want to even them out, but just pretend I got louder as I went up and softer as I went down. That's good. As far as the speed goes, slow and peacefully, the beat might not be slow. 1, 2, 3, that's not slow and peaceful, but the feel of it is, because we have this rest, rest, that still feels slow and peaceful. So speed, you're not always talking about the beat. Sometimes it's just the overall feel of the piece. Actually, it's always just the overall feel of the piece. Let's play it together very slowly and check the notes and the rhythms. I don't think the rhythms are a problem. I'll do the notes. I'm not going to do louds and softs. I'm going to play it all the same. I'm not going to use the pedal because you hear the notes better without. Try and get these chords down at the same time. The notes down. Here, at the same. Just lower the whole hand down. It takes time. Practice, but you'll get it eventually. I'll give us 4 counts. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 2, 3, 4. 2, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, off. On page 153 on this music theory, let's just briefly cover this. They want you to draw a line connecting the chord letter name over here on the left and the Roman numerals shown on the left to the matching chords on the right. I'm not quite sure how you're going to do all that, but if you want to draw lines, it's up to you. They give you an example of the letter name. They want you to put the letter names in the boxes. So the first one is a C chord, you know that already, and the next one is a G7 chord. These are just the primary chords for C major. We should have these, except at the end when they give you the 8th notes at the last one, that's a C sus4 there. So just put in the chord names and you put in the Roman numerals or whatever it is. That's fine. I guess that's what they want. It's good enough for me. Let me know if you have questions.